guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's the first video of 2019 and I'm starting it off with a pretty heavy video, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet and just keep to the points of the topic, which is basically self-care after stillbirth. As you probably know by now, Channel Mum do a different topic every month, and this month is about self-care. So do go on over to the Channel Mum website and have a look around the page, see all different kinds of videos with self-care. Everyone will do their own interpretation of it. This is mine because this is my niche, you know, talking about pregnancy loss, baby loss and things like that. And I think it would mean something to you guys that watch. Maybe you're able to relate to this video. Maybe be able to understand a friend or a family member that's going through a loss at the moment and you're wondering how they're doing it. Maybe this video will kind of explain. So even if it looks like you're managing okay, you're getting up, getting dressed, putting your makeup on, everything looks fine and dandy from the outside, it doesn't always mean it. That person is probably really struggling, which I was having a really hard time, as you'd expect, I guess. So yeah, anyway, I'll stop blabbing. So everything was broken emotionally from the loss and the shock of losing my daughter, and physically because the birth obviously requires healing, and physically I was destroyed as well. I didn't react how you'd think after losing somebody you love. You'd think you wouldn't eat or sleep or drink or, you know, all of those things, and when I lost Prim it was the complete opposite. I did all of those things. I craved healthy food, I drank well, water, that kind of thing, and I slept. You know, I had loads of nightmares, but I slept. I got myself up, I got my makeup on, I would get myself dressed, I got out of bed. I mean, who'd think you'd even be able to do that after losing a baby? I showered a lot because actually that was one of the things I did for myself. If I felt, you know, I need to cry or let things out, I found a shower for me was the best way to do that. So I'd take myself a lot to the shower and I used to just let everything out. I used to wash myself, obviously, you know, so I was clean. And I never held myself back from doing that. If I needed to go to the shower to have my little let out time, then I would do that. I never stopped myself. We were staying at Centre Parks around the time that I lost Prim, and I got myself out and about. We went on walks, we went, you know, to the park with my 4-year-old. It was a real struggle, but I kept on parenting Penny, who was I think 3 at the time. She kept my heart warm when it felt cold enough to snap. I wasn't the best parent, you know, I struggled to play and do, you know, make sure she was fed and things like that. It was, you know, a lot just to do those things. I used to cuddle up on the sofa with Reese in the evenings. We used to watch box set after box set and we'd eat chocolate and just cuddle up. I think we spent most of our evenings just doing that. I carried on filming videos, and I guess that was just because it was my normal thing to do, and it's also something that I really love doing. And the thing I want to point out the most is that all of these things, doing them makes it seem crazy, because I think, how on earth did I get out of bed? How did I go outside? How did I parent my child? How did I even talk or look at my partner? Like, looking back now from just over a year later, I cannot imagine how I did those things. I can't think about having to eat or drink or sleep. You know, I don't get my head around how I'd do any of those things, but somehow I did. You know, I couldn't think about anything else but the pain I was in and Prim. That's all that consumed me at that time. So it just shows you that, you know, even when you're totally broken inside and you're not yourself, you're not thinking straight, you just have this autopilot self-care part of your brain that just functions for you. I guess without even intentionally doing so, I went into autopilot survival mode, and I just hope that maybe everyone has that inside them somewhere. I think it's pretty amazing stuff, because looking back I don't even remember how I did it, but for some reason I did, and I survived, and I'm here a year down the line, you know, with ups and downs along the way. I have been pretty good with my self-care, and I realise that it's an important part, and even when I haven't been in autopilot, I still try and make an effort to do the self-care things, as in like go for a shower. If I don't feel like it, I push myself to go outside the door. I did it today for the first time in a long time. I went to the shop, which is literally a 2-minute walk, with Teddy, and you know, I have to really push myself to do these things. In another video coming up soon, I'm going to be talking about my anxiety in pregnancy with Teddy, because a lot of people are asking me how I dealt with my pregnancy after losing Primrose, what anxiety did I have, how did I cope with the anxiety. So I'm going to be talking all about that, so look out for that. Yeah, so again, I'll say it again, I hope you all had the best Christmas with your families and have a great new year and a fabulous 2019, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.